Welcome back to Football as We See It. This is Floyd the Seaside Geordie, and with me is Jebby the Postman, who doesn't fail to deliver. How's it going this Sunday, Jebby?
Yeah, not bad for you, lad, yourself.
All good, yeah. All good. I'm going home tomorrow. Well, I'm coming to Blackpool tomorrow anyway. Yeah, home from home. Yes. Um, where do we even start with this weekend? What a weekend again of football. Massive results. Yeah, a lot of goals. A lot of goals. Some results that we weren't expecting, some that we were expecting. Where should we start? Roberto Sanchez, do you choose?
Let's start with the Forest against Brighton game, the first game of the game week.
Every week 7-0. What is it all about? What went right and what went wrong?
Well, I think Brighton gave them about 2 or 3 goals, didn't they, from the goalkeeper playing out from the back.
Do you reckon that's because it was the same goalkeeper
Forest,
trainer that Sanchez had?
Well, could be, yeah. I think it's slightly better than the Bruggen.
Yeah, De Bruyne, yeah.
Slightly better than Sanchez. I'm not sure. He's all right. He's keepers. They drive you crazy, don't they, as managers?
Yeah. So yeah, a hat trick, Chris Wood, another hat trick this season. Yeah, it's a couple he's got.
Yeah, he's flying, isn't he? 17 goals for the season. Yeah. He hits double figures every season, but he always gets around about 10, 11 for the season.
Yeah.
He's the best he's ever done.
Some guy, innit? And I think he even says he's got to give all the praise. You've got people like Gibbs White, Alanga, like these guys popping the balls. Alanga with 3 assists. That's what.
Yeah, he's got raw pace and he's a good player.
But as well, the kind of balls that come in are great quality balls coming in. It's not like a lot of these people that have the inverted. They're playing like real wingers, aren't they, as well, sometimes?
Yeah. Just think Man United could get hold of him.
Sold him for 15 million. We tried to sign him in the summer for 35 mil.
Yeah.
And we turned it down.
Another cock up with the recruitment with Man United.
It's like, you don't know how good the players are they've got, do they? You literally don't know. But then again, he's obviously playing well, Alanga, but
he's quite consistent, obviously. He's consistent.
Yeah, but they are having an unreal season, aren't they? I mean, he's not like the kind of player you'd imagine him getting into any of the top 3 teams, is he? I know.
Probably not. No, he's not that good, but
so that's why Man United probably let go of him when you look at it like that, isn't it? Because Man United are trying to be. I know what you're saying, but United were trying to be the best team. So, and he wasn't. They were presuming he wasn't going to get to levels like that, weren't they?
It just shows recruitment is
key.
It's absolutely second to none. Because if you look at the teams like Forest, Bournemouth, Brighton, they're all ahead of Man United.
Yeah, massively.
Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's just absolutely crazy.
It's mental how they're not on the right level, isn't it? That level of
the amount of money they've blown is just absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So Brighton on Brighton's side, Brighton was shocking. Yeah, manager, I think he's terrible.
No,
go.
No.
He's just a kid.
He's done well. He's done well. He's had a little bit of a bad spell before that game. But no, he's a young manager. He will get things wrong. You've got to give him a few years.
Yeah, them few years are meant to be in different leagues. Them few years are meant to be in different leagues, not coming here and making big mistakes like that. I mean, people lose games, but 7-0, come on. It's not often you see 7 and 9s and shit like that. Stupid, isn't it? You shouldn't be losing a professional game 7-0. To a team like that, fair enough if it was Man City, but to Nottingham Forest, 7-0.
They set up the team wrong. He set it up wrongly. He put one in midfield in that Hinshelwood. And he's up against 2 midfielders every time. The space was there, and that's where Forest were exploiting. So he got it wrong. He played too offensively.
Right.
He had, I think, 4 across just above midfield and then 1 up front. And they created chances. Obviously, they hit the bar and stuff like that. There was great chances, but it was at the back in midfield where Forest was just exploiting them all day long. And obviously, it doesn't help when you give 2 or 3 goals away from your keeper or your back four. So
Yeah.
it was just one of them bad days at the office. I like the manager. I think
Yeah,
he's done all right. Let's
because
just
Sells had a good few saves, didn't he? I saw that. He had like 5 saves, so the ball must have been coming at him.
well the bar that went the underside of the bar, and the ball was about that much, nearly a goal. And that was, I think it was like 3-0 anyway, so it would only be 3-1.
Right, okay.
So yeah, it's just a bad day at the office for Brighton, but you know, it's how they're recovering it.
Like a bad day
So
at the office for Newcastle. St James's Park, another loss.
yeah, we can go on to Newcastle if you want.
1-0 up, yeah, I just want to get it out of the way, to be honest. 1-0 up at half time. And then I spoke to a few people and they've just said the second half, it's like we just didn't turn up. People that were at the game
Yeah.
just said it was appalling the second half. We just didn't come out.
Yeah.
Even though we could have scored to make it 2-1 themselves, this hack hit the bar as well.
That was a good effort though, but that wasn't the chance to make it 2. It was to make it 2-1.
Yeah,
The
that would
best
have made it.
was Willock's way. He's 3 yards out. He's completely missed the ball.
I know.
He just completely missed the ball, and it just rolled across the area. That was at 1-1, I think.
Yeah.
Isaacs was just a really good effort that hit the bar. I think that's like half a chance in it for him.
Yeah, but it's just one of them, innit? I mean, Fulham didn't play good in the first half. It's not like it was an even. I thought we played better. We put them more on them, and then the second half, obviously they got telling off because that's a game and a half they played shocking. Because the Man United game, they were pretty shocking, and
Yeah.
that first half they were shocking. Then all of a sudden they came out and they didn't play that good, but we didn't play good at all either. I think that was the thing. We played awful, but
Robinson caused havoc in his second half down the left.
yeah,
Everything comes down his side, doesn't it?
Yeah, but which is weird as well because Livermento has usually got that boxed off down that side. It's like
Yeah, you're up against a really good player there in Robinson. He's got 10 assists for the season. Double figures.
I
That's
know.
incredible.
It is. It's good, but
He's so athletic. He's hard to stop. He's got pace. He's got
yeah,
power.
but so is Livermento as well. Though he should be getting the ball off. He can keep up with him pace wise, easy. Then all it is the defensive duties.
Yeah.
But
He causes havoc for everyone though. Him. It's you need to double up on him some teams because he is that good.
yeah,
But yeah, it was just one of them days for Newcastle, wasn't it? It was just it's an hard league, innit? It's a tough league. I'm not sure what do you think about them doing at the end of the full time. Not all, but some fans.
I know. No, I do agree because if you were saying what we're booing about was there was no energy in that second half. It was just energy. We lost everything. And we can do it. That's what they were booing about. But you're at home. Fair enough. Sometimes you lose a bit of that away, but you're in front of 54,000 Geordies, and your intensity just drops off the edge of a cliff. And that's what we're about this year. That's what Howe's about. So it's clearly Howe was fuming as well. So it's not like we were booing at the way they played the game. We weren't booing at the manager and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's what Newcastle. They haven't got really. I don't think they've got a plan B, have they? With what they are so good at, Newcastle, is energy and intensity. When they're right at it, they can match for anyone, aren't they, in world football?
Exactly.
But when they haven't got it, they're not a massive possession-based team, are they? They're more like a high-intensity team. They need to get better at that, I think, keeping the ball a little bit better in spells. Just 10, 15-minute spells where just play it a little bit. You don't have to play high energy all 90 minutes. You can't. It's impossible, isn't it? But they just need to get better at keeping the ball a little bit. Probably a bit like Fulham had. I think had more of the ball in the game. Which I wasn't surprised at, but Newcastle just needs to get slightly a bit better because they have got some good ball players. You know, Bruno can get on the ball, and Tonali had a brilliant shot that hit the bar, didn't he?
Yeah. But again, it's not good enough, though, is it?
No, just needs to even the back four. They're not all comfortable on the ball.
Yeah, I didn't understand why Botman didn't start unless he's had a little niggle and we wanted to save him for Wednesday. But just
as well, aren't they?
This
in the squad, you know.
Just a disappointing result. Just disappointing. We know I know you can't Fulham are no mugs, but we know we're better than Fulham. We know we are.
Yeah, it is because City getting beat, Bournemouth getting beat. That was a good opportunity to pull away a little bit.
Villa got beat.
Villa got beat as well.
Brentford
so,
got beat. Everyone's got beat. So
Everyone
that's why
got beat, but
apart from Forest.
then you've got beat to the team that have now just put themselves in it a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we've still got a few points on it though.
Yeah, but it only takes a couple of games in this league, and you
I
can be
know.
right. We're only 4 points. I think they're only 4 points behind you now, Fulham, with that win. That
I
could have
know,
been.
but it's the same at the top end as well. It's the same at the top
Yeah,
end. Like
yeah,
Chelsea and Man City and Forest. They're them three places we're looking at. We're not looking behind us. We're looking in front. As Newcastle, we're looking in
yeah,
front now. The days are gone that you're looking behind you. You've just got to keep going forward. Like the people we want to take ahead of are them people in front. We're not looking at who's a few points behind.
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, right, we'll move on from that. That's enough of a grilling on Newcastle. Let's go to Aston Villa. Aston Villa and Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves
Well,
showed why they should be in the league.
yeah, they played well, didn't they? They defended well as well. They
Yeah.
defended like a team that wanted to keep in the league. That's the best defensive. I think that's the best defensive all season for Wolves. I thought they were brilliant.
I
They
bet
beat none of the five. Villa for maybe 2 or 3. Saying that, they should have had a legitimate goal though, Villa at 1-0.
Yeah, well, what happened there? That was crazy.
Nonsense. It should have been a goal, but they got away with one there. But
Because he was on the side.
Wolves defended brilliantly, and then obviously they always got chances and goals in them, haven't they? With
Yeah.
Chunya. They got some good offensive players.
That second goal was brilliant. I love it when he like faked it on 1 foot, sold them both, and then slotted it in.
Fantastic goal because it's the only way you could score is putting it right in that corner.
I know, on that angle as well, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic because you can't beat Martinez. Martinez is top goalkeeper, so it has to be perfect to beat him, and it was.
What do you think? Wally Watkins going off injured. Do you think that'll have an impact on tomorrow's transfer window, final day?
It depends how bad it is. Was it a hamstring?
Is his groin? No, he was holding his groin.
Is it precautionary? I don't know. We'll have to wait for the extent. It could be a couple of week jobs, couldn't it?
Yeah, which would be a big. I know we've got the FA Cup coming up, haven't we? But just when you sold your other striker, and then he goes and gets injured. But he's always prone to a little injury now and again, Watkins, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he did all right when he came on. Though the new signing from Borussia Dortmund did all right. Had a couple of chances, Malin. So he can play up there if needed. So
a massive win for Wolves.
Villa is just. I think there was a stat saying they've only won one game after Champions League.
Yeah,
it affects them, doesn't it?
That's out of eight. So we've lost 7. Oh no, we've lost points in 7. If lost or drawn.
I think they've drawn 3, lost 3, and won 1 and lost 3, something like
that. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit like Newcastle, wasn't it? Last season, they struggled.
Yeah, and we spoke about it, didn't we? And I said, get them ready for it because it's mad. Because if you haven't got the depth, the full on depth, and it's like a mad hangover you get.
Yeah,
bizarreness, eh? Crazy.
Yeah.
What about Everton then?
No, unbelievable what Moyes done already. 3 out of 3. No, sorry, 3 out of 4. 3 straight wins and 3 goals against Tottenham, 4 against Leicester, and then a 1 away at Brighton.
Yeah, so it's 8 goals. 8 goals in 3 games. I think that's more goals than he scored all season, isn't it? 8.
Yeah, I think they were saying that something like that.
Not far off, is it?
They've won more games under Moyes than they have with Dyche, over 20 games or something.
Mental, isn't it?
That'll take their next game against Liverpool into be an interesting game. That now
it will. Obviously, we all favourite Liverpool still, but it makes it a lot more interesting.
It's more of a protocol than if it was Dyche in charge, anyway. So
yeah. And then with Arsenal's win today, it makes it even more interesting because obviously Liverpool can make it 9 points if they win that game. So we could be 9 points clear at the top of the league before the next game week starts.
It does, yeah. It's a massive game for Liverpool, but they've got other things on the go at the moment, aren't they, with the semi-final? So
I'll just come up with talking about the transfers and the striker issues and that. You still think there's no chance of Mateta moving? 6 goals in 4 games? He's not good enough? He's nowhere near a player, you were saying? Literally calling him bang average and...
To be fair, he missed a sitter in the first half today.
Come on, he scored a double though.
No, he did. Yeah, he did. To
He's
be
a
fair,
good
he,
striker. He's a solid, good striker.
he is.
Premier League
He is,
striker.
but he's solid for a team like Palace. That's
How do you know unless he ever gets somewhere else?
yeah, no, but I don't think Palace would want to let him go. I just think he's just right at where he is.
He's one of
Yeah,
them.
I
Like
don't
Ollie Watkins was at Brentford, weren't he? And where was he before that?
know.
People
Yeah,
make it
true.
up. People push themselves who are a good quality of player, and I think he's a good striker.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I don't mind. I just think for someone like Arsenal, I think I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
That's just my.
So you made him seem a lot worse than he actually was before that.
Yeah, no.
And he's
You can't grumble at what he does. He does score goals. He's probably a bit like a Nicholas Jackson, isn't he, for Chelsea?
He's better than
He
him, I'd
gets them
say.
in third.
I'd say he's better than
It's
that.
like
He's
four
good
or
finisher.
five games. Yeah, he's good. He's not a bad finisher. He's not
And he's
bad.
good with his head. Yeah, I think he's a good all-round 9, I think. Like, and you don't get
Yeah,
too many of them, do you?
yeah. I just look at him and I think I don't know. He's a bit sloppy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
There's something about him. I'm not a massive fan, but like I said, you can only score goals at this level, and that's what he does. It's for me. So,
That's
but
it,
I think where he is now, I think Palace has got a good player there.
I reckon he could. I reckon he could make another step and get it into the like European. I think he'd suit a team like even at Tottenham as a when Solanke's out and that someone like a Mateta at each side of Son Kuleveski. But anyway, don't have to go on too much about him. But he's doing well.
Yeah.
He's doing well again. Another brace, and while we're on that one, 2-0 Crystal Palace at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and it's cheap at FPL as well. So if you ever want to buy him on fancy football, there you go.
Kobe Mainoo starting up front. What is even happening? what is going on? Amaron, give us a clue. What's happening? You still figuring out who?
He likes 2 number 10s playing, doesn't he? So he's like Fernandez and Mainoo. And then like
I don't.
He likes to play. And that's the system he likes to play. He likes to play with two number 10s. So
but it made
chances first half.
But Old Trafford again, another loss again. I know, obviously, it's a test of season, isn't it? It's a test of season, isn't it? We know that. But and we know Amaron. He didn't want to move to Man United, did he? Until the summer, he didn't want to. But then he took the job. It's not his team. It's a shit season, no matter what. So I think everybody's past Man United now, aren't they? Just let them do what they're doing for the rest of this year.
I think we talk about them too much at the end of the day. It's like this Rashford thing. We're talking about him all the time, like he's a superstar. We just every sentence or every time the transfer market comes on, Rashford this, Rashford that. He's never been a world-class footballer. He's always been a very good player.
He's not. He's been very good.
Been a very good player.
No,
he's never been super consistent. He's never been consistent. Never.
But he's got quality though. It's hard to be a consistently good player. Yeah, but how are you consistent at Manchester United nowadays? Man United aren't consistent, so how can you have a consistent player?
Yeah, but he needs to do more. He needs to do a lot.
Yeah. So now we can see that, can't we? The only person that's been consistent for Man United over the last 5, 6, 7 years, probably 5 years, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, and he is a world-class operator. He is a world-class operator.
And then second to him, when you pick out his numbers, is Rashford. His numbers don't tell lies, but Man United have been awful though, so it's hard to make a real judgment.
It's not all about numbers all the time. Bruno has the numbers as well, but he works tirelessly hard for the team. I've seen Rashford in games where he's just walking and strolling around. Honestly, he's been
and scored goals though as well though. Yeah, but at times he's done that and scored goals.
Working hard for the team as well.
It's not always about that.
Of course it is. If you want to be that player, Ronaldo or Messi or Salah, you need to work hard as well as scoring goals and assists.
Haaland doesn't. What about a game today? Haaland didn't at all. Haaland doesn't play that. He plays as a 9. He sits there. He comes to the halfway line. You never see him running.
Well, and I completely agree. He needs to do a lot more. A lot more. There was times where.
But that's what other parts of the team do. Your number 9 doesn't have to be running around like a headless chicken. I don't know why everybody thinks you do.
Yeah, but the thing is, we shouldn't be comparing City to Man United.
We're not. We're comparing two number 9s. We're not. We're comparing two players there that do the same thing, but with different levels. Yeah,
but the Pep, he wants to play the ball from the back all the time. It's like slow possession football. It hardly gets to the front sometimes. That's why you had, 6 touches in the first half. Haaland obviously needs to do more. But obviously, City need to play to his strengths, don't they, as well?
Which they always have done.
They have. He needs to do a lot more. He's just a goal scorer, isn't he, Haaland? He does nothing for me. I wouldn't like to pay and watch him anyway.
Yeah, but he's a goal scorer. He does his job.
I'd rather watch Ollie Watkins or Isaac or Darwin Núñez. No, because they do more. Haaland's just...
I won't be asked. If someone's bringing... Yeah, and that's what a number 9 is.
He's not. You need to do more.
A number 9 is a goal scorer. No, you don't. No, so what would you rather do then? Your number 9 scored 20 a season, or your number 9 ran around like an idiot like Darwin Núñez does and scored 4 a season?
He's for the team. You need to do more. Look at what he did for Firmino. He wasn't just a goal scorer.
No, but he wasn't a proper number 9 either. He was more of a 10.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about that. He was a 9, wasn't he?
Not really. He was more of a 10. He was a Teddy Sheringham, weren't he? He scored goals, but he insisted a lot. He did that. Yeah, he did.
Haaland needs to do a lot more. A lot more.
How many goals he scored this season already? 1 behind Salah?
No, he's 19, I think. I think he's 2 behind Salah, but he can't just be just about him scoring goals. He has to do more for the team. He has to. There was times today where he could have run. He's got pace and he's got power. There was a time where I think it was Núñez on the right, and he had the option to play it in behind. It was 1 against 1. It was Haaland against, I think it was Saliba or Gabriel. He didn't even make the run. He just shrugged his shoulders and just go for the run.
Yeah, make him a run and stuff like that. I agree with that, but I'm on about more tracking back and stuff. You're there to score the goals. You don't have to look behind you. You're the final man on the team.
Yeah, but he doesn't even do that at the moment. He's just his body language isn't all there. Yes, it was a great header for the goal. Well, that's what he always do that because he's probably the best finisher in world football. But he needs to do more, Haaland, and that's where I think with Rashford, they need to do a lot more.
He has to stay humble, doesn't he?
Goal.
So yeah, well, we'll run that then. Well, we might as well just go straight onto this Arsenal game. So that was first half wasn't that bad. First 45 minutes, I'd say they came out of the blocks, Arsenal. They were a bit lucky with the goal, misplaced pass by Akanji. Havertz should have scored. But don't deny City made a good few opportunities in that first half as well. Great save by Raya. And then obviously it went in 1-0 at half-time. 1-1 just after half-time. So something had got through what Pep had been saying. And then self-destruct went, didn't it? Self-destruction. Boom. What happened? From 57th minute, what happened to City?
Even first half, City, they just got the handbrake on at the moment. He's so slow in possession. He's absolutely alarming. It's just like they're going through the motions. But then when Arsenal got the ball, they're nowhere near. The formation's wrong. They're tactically wrong. There's so many gaps in midfield. There's the intensity that they're not even pressuring Arsenal players. They let teams play now. Teams are not scared of Man City anymore, especially this season. They've dropped so much off. And for 60 minutes, it was 1-1. Yeah, they had a little spell 10 minutes into the second half, got the equaliser, and then Foden. So the second goal for Arsenal sums up Manchester City in a nutshell. I'm not even blaming Foden for this. Yes, all right, he misplaces the pass. So he misplaces the pass. Partey runs onto it. There's no one within 10 yards of Partey. He can run and run and run. Where is the midfield? I don't know. John Stones has to come out. He makes a little bit of a dart. Yes, it's a lucky deflection. It goes in. But that sums up Manchester City in a nutshell for me. Yes, Foden gives the ball away, and it's not like Foden. But it's the second phase thing.
Having the space to be able to run.
Yeah, 10 yards. Yeah, 10 yards to run. And there was no one there. And John Stones had to come out, obviously, to try and engage.
Yeah,
Didn't do it enough. Yes, it took a bit of a deflection, went in. But that sums up Man City in a nutshell for me this season. That second goal.
Was it an impressive display by Arsenal? Or was it just a catastrophe by Man City?
Arsenal are very, very good when they play intense football. I don't think...
There's not enough time to push on, is there? We sit back on it.
They're so safe. And tell you what, there's
Maybe attack. He looked good.
You know, it cost them because they got 2-0. Arsenal wanted Man City to play like they did in the first 10, 15 minutes, where the intensity, like it was end to end. That's what Arsenal wanted to play City like, because that's where City have been hopeless this season. And that's what I was thinking. And then the last like 3 goals was when City had to come out, and that's when Arsenal took advantage. And that's why I think Arsenal are very, very good at when the game's intense. When the game's slow and stuff, it's easy for teams to set up against them.
There's just no defence, was there? Yeah.
Too safe Arsenal when they're 1-0 up.
Well, City were even too slow getting back and everything. It's like, them last goals was like 2 defenders. There was no one there. Nothing was happening.
No, I know.
It was awful.
But yeah, Arsenal they're not as good as last season, but they're still getting the job done.
Yeah.
But is it going to be enough?
I know we're talking about. I don't mind Arsenal at all. I like Arsenal. I don't like Arteta. I like the players. Yeah. Declan Rice played brilliant. I love him. He's brilliant. Saliba and Gabriel. I know. As an English player, he's class. I think Trossard's average. I've said that before. Odegaard's brilliant when you can get it out of him, but he's lacking it a bit without Saka. Still is in the right place for the goal. I just don't like Arteta. I just don't like how. I think he's very smug, and I think he's a very sore loser. And that annoys me. But I don't have anything against the team. I think they're a brilliant team. And and it'll be an interesting Wednesday night. It'll be an interesting Wednesday night. The semi-final, second leg. Because if new, because in what sense?
Look, I think he's been there 5 years. I think he's been really, really good. He's progressed every year. Obviously, they've only won 1 FA Cup, haven't they? But finished second last season, second year before. I thought they were fantastic last season, to be fair. But I don't know. I question sometimes tactically. I just think he's a very safe manager. I don't know. When I think Arsenal have got the players to go for teams, like when they played at Liverpool earlier on.
They're scared of losing. They're scared to lose, aren't they?
Yeah, they're scared to lose. When they 1-0 up against Liverpool, they let Liverpool back into it when we should have cut the cup.
Kill it off.
2 or 3-0.
Try and kill the game.
That's the only thing I question Arteta in these really, really big games. All right, City were a big game, really, because City have nowhere near been at it this season.
They weren't, but on a given day, City could have turned up. They could have. You can't say they couldn't. They could have turned up and done something. It's Man City. They've won more trophies in the last 5 years than any English club has in the last 20 years put together.
But the way they've been playing, Peter, lad, for the last 3 or 4 months, this was one of the easiest fixtures for Arsenal that they're going to have for the next 5 or 6 weeks, in my opinion. Because City, we've seen it. We've seen it in Champions League, even against Club Brugge, they're struggling. We've seen it for months now.
Yeah.
It's one of the easiest fixtures at the moment.
Yeah.
It's one of the easiest fixtures.
Henry said it the same. So what do you think of this Man City? It's the same City that played last Wednesday. It's the same City that played the week before. It's the same City that played Brentford. It's the same. They're getting some results, but it's the same City, the same problems, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'd question Pep with De Bruyne on the bench. Again, what is going on there? He brought him on with 20 minutes to go when the game's at 3-1. I don't understand what's going on.
No.
Just don't understand what's going on with him. But Arsenal, they're doing all right. They're getting the job done, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's still big gaps. We'll see more about that.
They'll have to go to Anfield and win. You can't play safe football there. You have to go for it there. Can't play safe football there.
But we need to go to Anfield, win, and we still need favours from the rest of the league. Yeah. But I don't agree with you saying you were seeing Man City last year, parts of them. I don't, because tell me where though. I don't agree with that. I don't think you can finish on 91 points, win the league like that, and you're saying you're seeing fails in the system.
I think probably more when it went to Anfield. And I know Liverpool's a top team.
Yeah.
When they went to Anfield, half an hour they got battered last season at Anfield when Liverpool had half their team out. And that's where I know Anfield can do that to you, and Liverpool can do that to you, and I get that. But let's remember,
Liverpool were top of the league with 6 games to go. So Liverpool were clearly no mugs last year either, even though we finished third.
They had a lot of players out that day, and I just thought, I know Anfield can do that to you, but for half an hour they battered Man City in the second half, and I'm thinking, what is going on with City here? The intensity's got. I don't know, just there was little games it going on last season where I thought the squad is just declining a touch. I saw it last season,
Yeah.
even though they were unbelievable. Yeah, there's a few games,
Do you know
obviously
what?
more this season.
I tell you what annoys me, right, about not Man City in general, but I saw it today. In the first half, there was a lot of passes just going down. They were passing, trying to get it into the area, trying to break it down, passing, passing. I know that's what we do. They always pass. But where's the magic in the game of football nowadays? No one dribbles it
Mm.
past anyone. How many? Who's there to take it past someone? That bit of flair.
I know.
Remember Eden Hazard when he used to he tore Arsenal to pieces. When just that last bit of a magician on the ball to do something and make something, spark something to life. But we
Well,
just
that's what
pass,
you're
pass,
hoping
pass.
Foden would do. That's what you're
But
hoping Foden would do.
he's not got good enough though, is he? I was saying to Jamie, lad I'm working with, we were watching the videos of the old Nike adverts. You know, the ones where they're like in the Colosseum and on the beach in the airport, all the old,
Yeah.
when we had all the class players, your Ronaldinho, Kaká, R9, Ibrahimovic, everyone was doing all the skills. And and when we were talking, who would be in an advert like that nowadays? No one is skillful anymore. No one does it. Everyone's a
Well,
robot. It's a game of robots.
it's very tactical these days, isn't it? It's very
Oh,
tactical.
come on, it still was in 2010. It was still as tactical.
Yeah.
It's not on that mad, has it? But
Yeah,
Ronaldinho was Messi could take it
yeah,
past the world. And like,
yeah, Messi. They're on a different planet. All these players you're talking about.
but where are the new players though? Where like Ben Arthur? Do you remember when he used to be in the Premier League? Can't Ben Arthur doing
Yeah,
stuff like that?
yeah,
And
they're not consistent enough though. But
well, yeah, you can't
yeah,
be consistent as a magician because you've got to be. That's the whole point in it. You can spark. Eden Hazard was one of the best players I've ever seen play football live,
yeah, there's
and
quality. Eden Hazard, quality.
that's what you just miss a glimpse of.
You're not enough players like that, is there? I don't know. There's some.
I mean, any
I don't know. Not sure.
who
If
in
you
the
look at
Premier
Cole
League's like that?
Palmer, Cole Palmer can do. And Phil Foden and Salah and all these players. They have got some tricks under Luis Diaz. There's some good players out there who've got some tricks.
No, we're
Uh,
not on the same kind of level though as
yeah, get that.
Joe Cole. Come on, Joe Cole could torch you. He could tear you inside out 5 times. Like,
Yeah, Joe Cole was decent. Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah.
them,
I
weren't
don't know
there?
what you mean. I know what you mean.
You just haven't got that kind of glitz and glamour in the game anymore. Like they were funky players, weren't they? You'd love to turn up and watch. Like, but yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo again when he was in the Premier League. He's probably the only one left. Well, obviously Messi and there you go. And like, yeah, it's. I think that's a little bit sad because you have a big game like what we've watched, and it's like watching a game of chess on a computer. You're just trying to find the right gap. There's not really no big bursts in it, but
Yeah, can't complain. No 6 goals. So
no,
can't complain too.
no. Some of the goals are not as magic as they should be, have they? But yeah. Let's go into Liverpool then. 2-0 win at Bournemouth.
Yeah, it's a really.
You were a bit
game,
worried about that one, weren't you? You were concerned
Yeah.
about the result. I thought Liverpool would win it. I did think they would, but
When I watched the whole game at night, I watched the whole 90 minutes. It was on Game of the Day, and I tell you what, it was a really end-to-end game.
Yeah.
Unfortunate actually.
Bournemouth had the chances, didn't they?
Yeah, I think hit the bar at 0-0, didn't they, Semenyo? It was a good effort.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a chance. It was more of a half a chance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then obviously they get the penalty, which was a penalty.
Yeah, he got his back of him. Do you know what it looked like? It was like the Lewis Skelly one.
Yeah.
Just down the back of
No,
him.
it was a pen. It was a good spot actually by the ref. And then obviously the disallowed goal just after that for David Brooks.
Yeah.
Didn't need to be offside. The left back is it Kirkes, who's a very good player by the way.
Yeah, he
Look,
is.
I've not seen him that much this season, but I'll tell you what, he's a good player, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't need to be offside. He just look down. If you look down the line, and he played it earlier, I don't know who received the ball. He's just slightly gone too much.
Does he play at left back? Is he left back, Kirkes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So him and Robinson have been the outstanding left backs, haven't they? I think one of them goes to Liverpool in the summer, personally.
Could do.
One of the two will go and replace Robbo.
Yeah. And then second half, it was a end-to-end game, and then Tavernier inside of the post comes out to Clive at 1-0, and it's an open net.
I know he
And
missed the
blazes
open
it
net,
over.
didn't he?
Yeah, it wasn't as easy as like people are
Exactly.
making out. Liverpool got the other end, counter attack. Good play by Darwin. Played it to Diaz. Played it to Jones, and then Salah does the rest. It's an absolute exquisite finish, really
It's
is.
some guy,
Everyone
innit?
knows what he's going to do, though. It's crazy, isn't it? Because you know he's left-footed, and you know the fullback has to get close to him, but he just always seems to have
Find
an
the
extra
space,
bit of
doesn't he?
room.
Yeah, he always finds
Crazy.
it. But that's the difference in the elite level players, isn't it? He finds the room for
Yeah.
himself.
Crazy, because you know he's left-footed,
Yeah.
so you know you're gonna. But it's just unbelievable finish. It's just like it was like a training ground goal.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And that killed the game, really. But still, Bournemouth kept plugging away. I'll tell you what, Bournemouth. I've got a sneaky feeling they're going to finish in the top 5, mate.
You reckon?
I think, yeah, I just think the way they play, I think they're going to, because I think they need a few injuries back, though. Get a couple of these injuries back.
Yeah.
Because I think they're a nightmare for everyone, because the way they play. Home and away. Home and away.
I know, it'd be good. Be
I-
hard. They're good. For good for what
yeah.
they do.
And they're good defensively as well. They're not like
Again.
the league open that silly. And I think there could be a bit of a dark horse for top 5, these lot.
Yeah, we'll have to see that. It'll go in now, won't it, into the last. Is that 24 played? Is that game week 24? So there's 14 games left.
Yeah. They've still got some tough games, but anyone that plays Bournemouth knows they're in for a tough game anyway.
I know.
So it was a really tough game for Liverpool. I expected a draw, but that's an extra 2 points that they've got, and I'm glad they have, because obviously Arsenal winning as well still keeps the gap at 6 points. So
Yeah.
no, it was a good win for Liverpool.
Right, well, the other game today, Tottenham Hotspurs. Didn't see that coming. Actually,
No.
didn't. I think we structured the team very well. They played different to what we normally do. They weren't as gung-ho. They were a lot more controlled.
Yeah.
They defended better because Brentford had some good chances. They pushed forward when we needed to. Not just every time they had the chance. They were a lot more. It was more of a mature game plan that we did instead of the normal just like idiotic and like pretty idiotic the way they constantly just bomb forward and have no thought process in the game plan. 2 goals, well taken. The first one,
on goal,
yeah,
second one was a good finish.
well taken, good play by Son, and a well taken goal. But Brentford had some chances, like.
They always do, don't they? You know you're going to get chances when
I couldn't believe that they didn't score a goal.
Yeah. I know that they've got like the top home goal scorers in the league, and then last 5 or 6 games at home, they've struggled, haven't they?
Yeah, and it was Jed Spence, Ben Davies, Archie Gray, Pedro Porro, Basuma, and Bentancur. Bentancur back from his ban. Son, Kuleveski, and Mikey Moore, and Richarlison up top.
Right. So you might be saving Van der Ven for Thursday night against Liverpool.
Van der Ven was not even on the bench.
Yeah, so they're probably saving him.
Bergvall came on and Sarr came on. Reguilon was on the bench, and that's it. Reguilon was really the only player, first team wise, that was on the bench. So a needed win, a much needed win for Tottenham. Unfortunate for Brentford. And a clean, clean sheet. But I don't think anyone was expecting that. You'd stack your money against them getting a clean sheet, wouldn't you?
No, you would have got some money back from that.
I know. And that Southampton with the first away win of the season. That was an awful result for Ipswich. Ipswich should not have lost that at home.
No.
That's a bad result. Delap come up with a goal again, but they shouldn't be losing. That's dragging him right back in.
Nearly on double figures. He's on 9 league goals. He's done well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. I think he goes.
Yeah,
He's definitely going at the end of the season. 100% he's going.
Yeah, he's a handful, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, he's got bit of pace about him. He's quite strong. He knows where the net is.
He's young. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, when you're saying nines and stuff like that, I don't know if I think he'd look good at Villa. I think that'd be a good step
Yeah.
for him next. You know, if Watkins was to go or something, Liam Delap.
Yeah.
It
I
might
like the
be
boy from Brighton though as well.
Aaron
He gets lots of
Ferguson.
injured. Yeah, very good.
Well, he's just had his medical at West Ham today.
Yeah, I think West Ham have got a player there. You know, if they can keep him fit,
Yeah,
he
that's
reminds
the
me of Harry
difference.
Kane.
Yeah, he does. He's
Reminds me
that
of
kind of
Harry
player,
Kane.
isn't he? Great with
Yeah,
his head, good with his feet. He's class.
yeah. It's just keeping him fit.
That's the one, innit? That is the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a transfer deadline day tomorrow. So we're gonna try and do a Thursday night episode whilst the Liverpool semi-final is on, because I will be at St James's Park Wednesday night for the second leg,
Yeah.
where
I know.
where a
Bouncing
1-0
around.
where a 1-0 loss will put us into the final.
I know. Crazy to say that, isn't it?
When you say it like that, it can sound so good, but we want the win. We've had 2 home defeats. We've done this before. We've had a little bit of bad form, and we came back like Eddie had got into them. And I think when the game after, we had a couple of we lost 4-2 to Brentford, and it was a big. We had it put up us by Eddie and the team, and we came and drew 3-3 the next game with Liverpool and played the game of our lives.
Yeah. I think, they're going to go strong, Arsenal, as well, because they haven't got a game for a week and a half, have they? Because they're out there FA Cup. So they're going to go strong, I think, this Wednesday.
Yeah, but again, they've just played. We've got a day on them. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
Joe Linton had a little knock, but we've still got a day on them, and they've just played, and we're going to want to put a strong team out, aren't we?
Yeah.
And they've got to come out. And what I think is they're going to come out and they're going to score goals. I think there's going to be goals. I don't think we're keeping a clean sheet, but I do think because they have to come out and they have to score, there's going to be gaps. And if Gordon and Murphy can exploit them gaps, and Isak is proved to be a handful, scoring multiple goals against Arsenal.
Record against them. You keep twice a season.
Yeah, 2-0 and 1.
Season.
And we've not conceded a goal against them.
I know. They lost to you twice in Bournemouth.
I don't want to be tempting fate. Touch wood. It all works out. But on that note, Jebby lad, right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave you.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a catch up for the end of the transfers, go over the final transfers, and go over 2 second legs later in the week.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, well, ciao for now, and thanks very much, Jebs. I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right, lad. See you in a bit.
See you later, mate. Bye-bye.